Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I know there's a little bit late of a video, so if you guys are already on the road or headed to Hartford, apologies. I'm not heading there this weekend, unfortunately. I have family over because I graduated yesterday from college, so I've got the squad over right now. So I'm going to be spending time with them later today and enjoying myself with my family. So we're going to do a little bit of a brief meta discussion, and I think this should ease some of your concerns about expanded. So I'm going to include myself and Jose as a ninth, 10th because we bubbled the same record. So let's talk about the top 8-10 decks and then what decks to worry about. So we had Zorro Toad show up again, but not like the control version the DG is used to playing. They played the old school laser bank, get in your face 2015, I hate you, I hate life kind of variant. And now that deck I think is like a good deck, but only Toad is only good when people don't expect Toad. So the moment Toad is expected, it's like a very easy deck to counter. You throw it, you splash in a Ranger if you need to. You splash in like more supporters. Like you just play a different deck, and like Toad will not flourish as much as it has been. So that being said, I think Zorro Toad isn't actually a problem, and I wouldn't really worry about it moving forward. It's not one of the decks that I would stop, sit down, and counter. Is what I'm saying. Now, Evan Campbell got second with Pikazek, and Aaron Tarbell also got eighth with Pikazek. And I think both their builds were very, very different. And I'm leaning more towards Aaron's build that had the Ninja Boy and all the other fun stuff in it. Um, I think Pikaram is probably the best deck for this weekend. Objectively, if you want to get points, if you want to walk out with going deep in a tournament with not worrying about too much of counters, I think Pikaram is the best deck for a meta like this. I think you could splash in a Ranger because Ranger seems like a very, very good card right now in this current meta. Um, just if you're worried about Toad, because if you add that one card in, you cannot lose to Toad in my opinion. Because you can just go Ranger, pop, pop, pop with E powers and just blow them up all of a sudden. Because they're very slow. They're not like taking prizes quickly or anything. Especially if you open like Circuitry. Um, and then we had Guillermo Stupidan, who played old school Zorro Control at a top 4 berth. His list was a little bit strange. He kind of just drew bad, I think, in top 4, and I was watching that game. It just didn't look for him. Good for him. Sorry. Um, but I know he won a lot of the games off the back of Lugia GX, so that's a little bit of a take it as you will kind of deck. I don't think it's very good. I think Control's on its way out. I think Guillermo preyed on the back of decks not expecting it, and I think you can continue to do that. We had Jonathan Croxton back-to-back weekends, or not back-to-back weekends, back-to-back expanded events, top 8ing with the same shock lock deck. His list is incredibly consistent. I played against him, and he like set up every single game without fail. It was pretty crazy, honestly, like pretty nutty to play against. Um, that being said, I think shock lock is still an okay deck to take the loss to, because shock lock cannot beat anything with Garbodor, and I don't know how he lost to Guillermo in top 8, but I guess Zor Control is a deck too that you lose to if they set up. I guess I don't know. Let me look at Guillermo's list real quick and see if he played like multiple enhanced hammers maybe, and just there's 2 enhanced hammers, so maybe like the 2 enhanced hammers plus like yeah, no, I don't know. I have no clue. Um, we had a Sableye Garb make it to top 8. I think Sableye Garb was a little bit of an unexpected quantity also, and so I think that's why it did well. I think you can prepare for it by just like playing a couple of decks, um, and being okay. Like Tex, I think Sableye Garb isn't a worry again. We had a Celosaur make it at 7th. Um, a local of mine, really cool guy, Thomas. He ended up playing a Wobbuffet heavy version with labs and not he didn't play the whole you can't kill me package. He played the whole I'm going to stop you from playing your game while I just attach energies and inevitably just like take the game with max elixirs, gold potions, that kind of stuff. He played a switch and he played um yeah, he played the one switch, so if it ever goes to time, he in the life force, he could beat the shock lock deck on prizes. Um because he can go switch, take a knockout, life force, take a knockout, and then you can also go GX, put them all back in with the Life Force turn, and so you get a switch for a third knockout. And then he had Acerolas, but no other way to activate it. So yeah, the deck was good. It's very straightforward. Props to the guys for doing well with it. Props to Thomas for sticking with it. We had ninth played. We had Jose, who played the same old bread and butter Rayquaza, beat your face down list. I think Rayquaza is a very good deck. If I was going this weekend, it would be my number 2 pick, behind Bees, of course. And I think Rayquaza is really good just because it deals with a lot of the meta with just pure, unadulterated aggression. I think that's why it's a deck that like floats to the top, when you think of like decks that are good, because you're either high rolling your way to a victory, or you're like have a bad start and you lose. But a majority of the time, the deck pops off so hard you can have like 8, 9 energies out on the board turn one, and expanded gives you that ability. So even against a deck like Zorro Toad that can like lock you out of the game by turn two, you only need one turn, and like in that one turn, you establish your board so well that if anything happens, you just win the game. And if you're really scared about lasers, you just play Verizion EX, and like old school Verdant wins, I think was the ability, and you're good to go. Like it's like I said, Zorro Toad is not a quantity that I'm too scared of. And then you've got good old me at 10th place, and I played a Vespiquen. I would literally just take my list that I played, cut the 1/1 Swampert line, and then throw in a Blissey line, because Blissey deals with status conditions, and that's the only thing I lost to in the tournament. Out of my 4 losses, 1 was Shock Lock, and 3 were to laser flips. Like, incredibly frustrating laser flips were my 3 losses. So out of my 4 losses, I don't think I lost to a single real game. In the set, yes, I lost games to just dead drawing or just like being outplayed, but in the match, I never like felt like I lost because of anything other than like a status condition. So you can play a 1/1 Blissey line. That's what you heal a status condition once per turn, and sure, Shocklock can counter catch it up, but you have a Floatstone. You just smack the Floatstone on there, heal the status condition, get out of the active. They don't play tool removal. They can't deal with it. Audino is a good card, but Audino doesn't get you there when you need to be there. I think the counter energy package is way too important to not play in the deck. I found out that like Zorograb matchup is unfavorable if they play Oricorio, and every single person is playing Oricorio now. So when I started playing against it in testing, and as well as like this in Daytona, having that Sudowoodo counter, so you can trade 1 for 1 small, 2 for 2 small, and then you chip a Zoroark, and then they go kill your B, and then you go pseudo counter, bring up the bench one, kill it, because an end to 4 still isn't crippling for you. You can still find what you need to find in these instances. You can even just throw the Sudowoodo down to create a pressure point, and if they kill the Sudowoodo, you just get to take a free knockout on the Zoroark as a 2-shot, and then you can make the last one a 1-shot. So the Sudowoodo serves as a dual purpose. It's not only a threat that they have to answer immediately, but it is also something that takes 2 prizes if they are not smart. And if they also just use Trash Lynch against you at any point in time, God, they're stupid, because they play more items than you do. That being said, I would play Bees this weekend if I was going. I'm not going, so I think the top 3 decks in this current format are Pikarom, Rayquaza, and Bees for my own personal reasons for the third one. But if you are going and you need points, I think Archie's is still a very, very safe play. I think the safest to earn points is Hitmonchan and Wob, because there's nothing like telling your opponent that you can't play the game, and then you just kind of hit and run a bunch. And then Carter Barsh's 11th place list was really cool, because it played a Goomy, it played a Kecleon, it played like a lot of fun cards in it. It even played a Hoopa SL Shining Legend, so it just kind of sat there with the Hoopa. I liked his list a lot. It was really cool. There was Nick Robinson who played Egg Splat. I think that deck was cool as well. I don't know if it was like super good because it couldn't deal with the control decks very well, but it did deal with a lot of the big 2-prize decks who were just a better, efficient 1-prize trader, but it could not deal with Bees, and I don't think it can deal with Night March if that comes up again. There was some Buzzwole whatever on the Buzzwole. I'm not a huge fan of the Buzzwole. I'm not a huge fan of the Trevenant. There was one who made day 2. But I think at the end of the day, you just have to play what you're most comfortable with, and that's how the expanded metagame boils down to, because I think a lot of the people in the top 8 playing the decks that they played were a lot of comfort picks, and a lot of them knowing their deck better than the opponent, and especially with the Toad players, bringing Toad back isn't like a shocking thing, but nobody kind of expected to deal with Toad at this tournament. So when that happens, put together with, the results of the tournament, Toad comes out on top usually. And that's exactly what happened with, I'm just going to double check. We had a first, we had a third, we had 2 top 16 slots, and then we had one of them top 32, and there was 2 other Zorro Toads that made day 2, and they both also did pretty well, it looks like. So yeah, all in all, if you want to get points this weekend, Hitmonchan and Wob is really good. Um, if you want to win a tournament, I would play Pikazek or Bees. I think those are the best decks to just all in, say, let's fucking go and get in there. And again, if you have any Bees questions, feel free to message me. Good luck to everybody at Hartford this weekend. This will be the second regionals I'm missing of the year. I thought I'd be missing a lot more, to be completely honest. But I gotta spend some time with my family. So if you guys enjoy the video, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to. I'll throw out a quarter four thing coming up. There's 6 weeks left. I'll outline every single major event that is left that I know to the best of my ability to help you guys get that roadmap to your invite if you need to get one of those. And so thank you so much for watching. I'm going to talk about my top 16 spreadsheet coming up in a little bit too. That'll be one of my videos. So thanks for watching. Do your thing and peace, guys.